The Niners have like a bajillion draft needs. How would you rank them? Let's start with what would you argue is the number one draft need?
Wide no. This is a weird year. It's hard to pick. Maybe Brandon, offensive line.
I know what it is. Every single team that has won a Super Bowl in the last 20 years. Sorry, my mom's talking on the phone in the back. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know.
No.
I should put my headphones in. I don't know. Something's going on. Maybe she's talking about John Lynch. Hopefully, being fired. I think it's offensive line. Every team in the last 10, 20 years that has won a Super Bowl has had an incredible trench play. They spent a lot of draft capital on D-line last year. This is the draft to spend a lot of capital on both O-line, D-line. I could care less about receiver unless it's one of the top guys like Mekhi Lemon. I would care less. Casey Concepcion's probably great. You can probably get Zachariah Branch in round 2, who's just a discount Casey Concepcion. You know what I mean? Like if you really wanted a gadget guy like that, I think you have to go guard or tackle. If there's a guy there that's really good and you can't move up, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I wouldn't reach on a wide receiver unless it's Omar Cooper or somebody like that.
I like the guy from Iowa, the red mullet guy, and I like the guy from Penn State. I don't know how to say his name. His name's very hard to say.
Big Ione. He's good. He's really good.
I think those are the two. I think it's either O-line or wide receiver. Like I wouldn't be mad if they drafted one of the two. I also think, do you guys think linebacker is a need for the Niners? Because I don't know. I thought Fred Warner's great, of course. It's just D Winters. I don't know about D Winters. I don't know.
I know he's not good enough. That's how I feel.
And one player that I need, Brandon, maybe you know better than me. What do you think about Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech? That guy was literally in the Heisman race. Why would we not get a guy like that to pair up with Fred Warner? Like, I feel like that's literally like
these are the types of guys the Niners don't draft. Like, they don't draft these like undersized, underrated type of guys. Like, if they did, they would have drafted like James Pierce at 11 last year. He's too skinny to play the wide 9. Oh my gosh! Instead, it was
10.5 sacks.
You know what I mean? Like, they would have drafted Nick Bonito over Drake Jackson if that mattered. I don't know.
If the Niners trade Mac Jones, then protecting Brock Purdy becomes more important than ever, right? Unless you really like Curtis Rourke. So it seems like either in free agency or trade or round 1, it's got to be the offensive line. You haven't made a big investment in the offensive line in a long time. And if you want him to stay healthy and justify the contract and play like a tier 1 quarterback, which he can do at times when he has time, then you got to give him the offensive line. Steve Young said it. If you keep messing around with that, you're going to get yourself fired. You're going to get him hurt. You're going to get yourself fired unless you really think Curtis Rourke is the greatest thing to come out of Canada since Maj, which he might be.
I mean, you're right. If you think about it, look at Denver. Like, they were a catastrophe a few years ago, and they invested all their money in the O-line, D-line. Do they even have a wide receiver one? Like, Cortland Sutton's kind of a wide receiver too, and then the rest of their guys are kind of gadget guys.
And then genius Sean Payton got his quarterback injured, running him outside the tackles like a running back. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
But I think 49ers could change their whole offensive line in this offseason. We can get that Linderbaum guy, that Ravens center, and then draft a left guard, and boom, our offensive line is pretty freaking good.
You know they won't get Linderbaum. Kyle loves Jake Brendel. I think Kyle's wife and Jake Brendel's wife must be having wine dinners together. I don't understand.
Dude, Jake Brendel.
Kyle wants a guy who knows his system, and he doesn't really want to teach it all the time. So Jake knows it. Jake's 34 years old. That's something Kyle doesn't have to worry about. The next center, like Jake was sort of groomed over time. They didn't play him right away. He had to learn the system over years. And I think that's the way Kyle likes it.
I hate this stupid thing that Kyle does.
But there'll be a whole system, a whole process, and I got to teach. And does he want to do that?
Well, yeah, so that just means he's lazy. End of the day, that means Kyle's lazy.
Like, replacing Brendel, contrary to a lot of Niners fans' beliefs, even though I don't like him, like, the right guard needs to be figured out. You need to get a replacement for Trent eventually. Like, McKivitz is probably on the best contract of any Niner.
Yeah, I'd like to see one more year of Pooney. He was hurt this year. He kind of
I'm saying the other guard spot.
Oh, sure.
Burford is gone. Some idiot team's going to give him $35 million.
Yeah, the Niners got to do better than Burford. You got to do better than Burford.
Like, that's the reason everyone's like, oh, they can't run. Like, yeah, McCaffrey has no burst. We know that. It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. But, like, okay, Luke Farrell was kind of a wash as a free agent. And now you're like, we need blockers. Change the philosophy. D-line, O-line, every pick. I don't care if they have your uncle Maj playing wide receiver. I want to be built like a Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
Elite D-line, elite O-line. You figure the rest out later. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
What do you guys think of Elijah Vera Tucker?
Great. I'd sign him.
He's from Oakland. He went to my high school. He played 15 games last year. He was injured in 2023, 2024. He's 26 years old. Again, he's from the Bay. I'd rather he was a first round pick. I'd rather sign him than Jawan. If all things are
does he know the system though? No,
I mean, he played for Saleh over in the Jets. He played for LaFleur. I think he probably does.
I don't trust in him. No, I get rid of him. I don't trust him.
It's less important for the guards. Like Vera Tucker's good. He was at SC the same time I was at SC. Like he's really good. He's good. I mean, he's been injured.
Why do the 49ers even draft? We shouldn't even draft players because if they don't know the system, then get the hell out of here.
I mean, Spotrac is saying 4 years, $50 million for Elijah Vera Tucker. I'd rather do that than 3 years, $50 million for Jawan Jennings. Yes. This guy's younger than Jawan Jennings and probably faster than Jawan Jennings.
I might have to just watch paint dry than if I have to watch Jawan Jennings play football on my team the next 3 years.
We're gonna re-sign him.
That guy out of here. He's so slow. I hate.
We're gonna re-sign him.
Like Jesus.
And the
Christ.
gimmick of him like
that he can block.
People.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care that he can block. You can find Puka Nacua learned how to block. He was taught. Go in and teach these guys how to block. I don't give a shit.
And does he still block like he used to, or is he just like start a fight once or two?
And he's old. He's old now. Why would you pay a receiver who's 29?
He's on the injury report every week, and like God love him, he finds a way to play most of the time. But he's always got something that's even slowing him down more than he already is.
And he brings bad karma to the Niners, by the way, by doing all that stupid shit on the field. I believe in that. I believe in that.
All right. Dimitrov says Mac is better than Sam. Please, what do you guys think? Is Mac Jones better than Sam Darnold?
No, but it's close.
Hard to say that right now. I do think if Mac was on that Seahawks team, I think
Darnold's got a little bit bigger of an arm and he's a little bit better at moving. Mac, I think, has better anticipation and maybe like a little bit more swag. I don't know.
Maybe this sounds crazy. I'd be elated if Mac Jones is my franchise quarterback.
He's a damn good quarterback.
Dude,
man, he'd be in that mid-range where you're not paying him $55 million a year, so you could put a team around him. And you know what he's going to give you if you have a good play caller.
He can do exactly what Kyle wants out of his system. Get the ball out quick. Like Brock Purdy, the difference and it's no shock that he's throwing more interceptions because he uses his legs to extend plays. He looks for the big play too often.
And I think it's funny. You'd be like, okay, well, if you have Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, then of course, give him $55 million a year. Really?
Dude, the
Bills didn't make it very far. The Chiefs didn't get into the freaking playoffs. Like they had to get rid of Tyreek Hill. That offense has been booty cheeks since they got rid of Tyreek Hill. They did win a Super Bowl, but they won it with defense. I mean, I think it's if you give out that contract, you're either going to not have weapons or you're not going to have a defense. You're either going to be Cincinnati or you're going to be Kansas City or Buffalo.
It's not just that. Brock Purdy is 6 foot and has a noodle arm. He's not Trevor Lawrence. He's not.
He doesn't have a noodle arm. You saw that Hail Mary against Seattle.
Are we talking penne? Are we talking tortellini? What are we talking noodle wise? I like a noodle.
I think we're talking pequeño.
We're talking overcooked, not even al dente. It's not even al dente.
Greg, you know how you mentioned? Yeah. Greg, you know how you mentioned Mac Jones swag? You know what the thing that plays in my head? Do you remember against the Rams when he went like this?
Yeah.
That was the best moment of the season. I swear when he did that, I was so sick.
And by the way, I still think Brock Purdy's a way better quarterback than Mac Jones. I just don't like him for $53 million a year because I don't trust John Lynch to build the rest of the roster with a quarterback.
Just like Dak Prescott's better than Mac Jones, but I'd rather have Mac Jones at 30 than Dak Prescott at 60. That's the whole thing.
Of course.
Yeah. Like the Cowboys keep trying to figure out a way to make it work with that. It's like, okay, well maybe we won't pay Micah. And maybe we'll like, no, man, you're not. It's this. You can't do it. It's enjoy 10-7 at best. That's what you got.
Yeah. They should have just gotten rid of Dak, drafted a quarterback, and just paid Micah and just gotten it over.
I'm telling you, if the Seahawks win, we're going to see these contracts are going to go away, at least for a while. It's a copycat league, and be like, oh, we can win spending less money. We can win spending less money? My goodness. It's going to be a powerful time. Dimitrov says, Eddie D is a G. I don't give a fuck attitude. Jed is looking at it. EBITDA, like a CFO. Does he even?
I don't know that acronym. I don't
know. EBITDA.
Look that up. Everybody is too, I don't know.
Yeah, BTO.
Everybody is too do ass.
Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization?
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Jeez. Wow. Thank you, Dimitri. I just learned something new. Keith and Bernie, the unbeaten, says Eddie would not be the biggest spender. This is the same Eddie that let Deion Sanders go and traded Charles Haley to the Cowboys. Well, it was always him and Jerry that were the biggest spenders when I was a kid. It was the Niners and the Cowboys, and the Niners would spend, and then Jerry would try to overspend, and then Eddie would come back. I mean,
I don't know. They have 5 Super Bowls. I mean, who cares about?
Yeah, I don't care.
They won 5 Super Bowls.
Sean for the win says the fact that no one else is asking to interview Gus Bradley says everything you need to know. Everything.
Yes. No one else is
Nick
interviewing.
Talks Niners. What's up, Nick? Says look at Darnold's stats this year and look at Geno's last year on the Seahawks. Wildly similar.
Also, Ryan Grubb did a good job with Geno last year, and he got fired. By the way.
Yeah, because Ryan Grubb sucks.
He on the ball. Geno, I know, but he had Geno at quarterback, and he had him throw 4,500 yards somehow.
And he went straight back to college, but that's all right.